Welcome back to a new video, everyone. In case you're wondering what this is, Merry Christmas to everyone. All right, in this video, we're going to be looking at the crazy kind of shifts in the market that we've been seeing right now with the market seemingly like crashing. You see news articles, everything's crashing all over the place. What to do, sell, buy. So this is my portfolio right now, and you can see it's down about almost 14% just in the last month. Which, the first rule of investing is be prepared for stuff like this, because as soon as that happens, you're like, should I sell? Should I sell it? What's going to happen? Here's my, not financial advice, but my opinion on all of this. I'm going to share that with you and show you what I am currently doing now in this market as we see things starting to dip down a little bit. So the first thing is, this is stuff that can happen. Also know that about half my portfolio here is also cryptocurrencies. So this is looking at both the stocks that I have and as well as cryptocurrencies. And you can see the full list over here on the right hand side. I show you my entire portfolio here on what I've invested into. So what I've been doing, and so there's kind of a couple things that you could do here. One is just hold, don't feel like you need to sell out and lose money, because here's the thing, if you would have sold gotten nervous here in early December and sold out, and then it went back up. It's so hard to time the markets, and there are people that do that, but I'm not one that likes to spend a lot of my time trying to figure out the markets. So my thing is, I'm holding this long term. I'm not day trading. My goal is long term, building this over time for future purposes, retirement, things like that. So what I'm doing, and what I see to be very helpful for people investing, and you're wanting something that's just, I just want to be able to set it and not have to worry about it all the time, is investing into ETFs, which are collections of multiple stocks. So here's the three, these aren't all ETFs, I should immediately disclose that. But here's the three reoccurring investments that I'm doing in this market. So about $50 a day right now. That's not going to last forever. I'm just have some funds right now, borrowing some on margin through Robinhood, which can be dangerous, not for everybody. But this is just what I'm able to do right now. So I'm doing $20 a day into a Metaverse ETF, which I'll show you what that is in just a second, because I think it's kind of interesting. $10 into Microsoft. Microsoft's kind of my go-to stock. It's actually, I think, a great stock. You see it in a lot of ETFs. And then the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. This is the one I'd recommend to everyone. It's VTI, Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. It's just a weighted collection of all the stocks in the United States. And it's just a really good way to kind of, ride the market there. Now, actually, I showed that to you here. Let's go back over here. Now, this is VTI. Over the last year, it's had a 24% growth, even with the little dips here. You can see, and in the last month, it's only actually been down 1%, so it's actually held pretty strong. Yeah, it was down a bit here. People got nervous, but it came back up. In the last 3 months, it's gained 2%, but then in the last 5 years, it's actually gained 100%. So very strong. And you can see Robinhood now actually did an update, which I think is very nice. You can actually see the breakdown of that ETF here, what type of stocks are included in that, and it even shows you what the top 10 holdings are, which you can see Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, which is Google. So I mean, some big tech companies right there at the top, which makes this a pretty which have a heavy weight of this ETF, and I think those are pretty good and safe stocks to be in. I was actually talking with a friend the other day of like, how do these companies go out of business? Like, yeah, they can have their ups and downs, but iPhones, like, you don't just stop using that. It's an ingrained infrastructure in our country. So not to say things can't shift over decades and decades, but that's how that is weighted. So VTI is the big one that I kind of do, and when the market crashes, keep buying. that's my thing. Anyone who bought stocks as the market was going down is actually in a better case now. They were actually able to get better deals. So often fear when the market drops makes people want to sell. My thinking is, as the market drops, it's a great time to buy. You'll hear it called like buy the dip. And I think there is some truth in that. But I think the best way to do that, because trying to time the dip, say you've got $1,000 and you're trying to find that when's the market going to crash? When can I buy it at a good deal? I think that's very difficult to time. So my thing is just dollar cost average, which is what I'm doing here with these recurring investments. Just every day I'm putting in a set amount of money. And so if the market's up, if the market's down, it does not matter because I'm putting in just a little more money each day, and it kind of averages out and levels out your entire investment there. Microsoft, like I said, it's a big company in a lot of ETFs already. I like Microsoft, so I buy directly into that. And then this last one we'll look at here real quick for this video, a Metaverse ETF. I'll probably make a separate video on this, on more of the Metaverse. But just so you know what this ETF is and why I jumped into it, if you don't know what the Metaverse is, very briefly, it's kind of like a digital expansion of the world. Think, Facebook renamed themselves to Meta, so the Metaverse is taking what Facebook is already doing, what a lot of tech companies are already doing, and deepening it into things. And there's a whole conversation, of course, to have around that. But what the ETF is investing in key companies that are actively parts of that. So you can see Microsoft is in there too, as a number 3 player. NVIDIA, graphics cards, Roblox, the game, Facebook, which is now Meta Platforms, and a bunch of other companies that are getting into that. So this is kind of a way for, if you don't know what to buy, you hear the new Metaverse and you want to know what company should I buy into that's going to be a part of that. I found this is just an easy way to jump in to get a part of multiple companies that are being involved with that. So that's why I do like ETFs. It's great if you don't want to do a lot of research. You can also do, like, let's say you just really like, technology. You can often find, like right here, Vanguard Information Technology ETF. And so you can just buy parts of shares. You don't have to buy a whole share of this. You can buy $5 worth of it. And you're automatically going to get shares in all these technology companies. So it's kind of a really neat way, I think, to invest when you don't want to put all of it into a single company. You don't want to spend all that time, but you really feel like technology is going to be a key to the future. So you could buy into this ETF and not have to worry about all the individual details on that there. So that is this video here. When the market crashes, keep investing. That's my personal opinion on the matter. Are there times to sell? Maybe, if that's kind of something you want to get into, you're trying to time, hey, I want to sell at when it's high and then rebuy when it's low. Here's the thing, like, yes, we would all love to do that. But if you're just kind of the general investor that wants to get into this and you're not spending your entire time in that, I find that to be a much easier way, because then you also have a plan. When the market drops, you're not as fazed by it, because you're like, yep, the market's dropping, and I'm still buying because that was the plan I had set out to do, was to keep buying stocks up until the end of the year, and that was my goal. Just also to show you in here too, I am also investing, oh, it's not on this, it's not in Robinhood, but just to tell you, I am also putting $10 a day into Bitcoin and Ethereum for the cryptocurrency side of things. So Bitcoin and Ethereum, $10 each day into those. Again, that's up until the funds that I had dedicated for that run out. So no matter where you're at, jump in. Again, I have a lot of other videos on finance things, getting out of debt, things like that you should probably do first before you're jumping into the markets like this. But if you do have some money set aside that you're looking to do more than just have sitting in a savings account, I think jumping into some form of an investment is a great idea. And like I said, my recommendation to just get started is to use VTI. You're going to kind of just encompass a little bit of everything there. And if you do want to get into the cryptocurrency space, I do recommend you get a little Bitcoin, a little Ethereum. I know there's a ton of other coins out there that are exciting, 10, 100x growth and things like that. But if you're looking for what I would, cryptocurrency is volatile. It's up and down every day. But I do think Bitcoin and Ethereum are the ones that have a lot built on them. And they are the most stable of the ones that are out there, stable for cryptocurrency. So that's how I deal with market crashes. Keep buying, keep holding, and we move on. So thanks for watching this video, guys. If you would give it a like, that really helps me out. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I will post new videos here every few weeks, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.